like, shoot, we're down 2-0 or it's 1-1, I need to come back and play. It buys us a little bit more time if anything.
Andrew, have you seen a different kind of emphasis in the minds of the players on ball movement since Steph got injured? Is there more thought behind it?
We move the ball even with Steph pretty well.
Yeah.
I mean, there comes a point in the game where if we move the ball well and Steph's got hot, that he'll dribble up and shoot a shot from the logo. Whereas we're not doing that as much these days without him. So we feel like we move the ball well with him. But obviously, it's an emphasis for us that we we can't really straight ISO guys as much without Steph. Steph's our isolation guy. He's one of the best in the world at getting his own shot off. Plays pretty good at it as well. But if we similar to that game yesterday, it was a straight isolation game for Toronto and Miami. That's not the way that we want to play.
As you go to the whole San Antonio, what they were doing and how they were playing?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, it's hard not to notice it. I mean, they flew under the radar a lot, and they were having a record breaking season themselves. So we obviously build a lot of what we've done around here, around what they've done, kind of followed a similar philosophy and Bob. So we respect them, and obviously they were like a big brother, a little brother relationship to us the last decade or so. Beat the absolute crap out of us. So when it comes to that, we'll see what happens.
You've said in the past that you don't get caught up just as long as you do whatever the team needs to be done. How comforting is it for you that Steve has 4 or 5 different options as bigs to go? I mean, all the different things. You guys all the different.
Oh, it's great. I mean, look, we have not just bigs, even our forwards with Andre and Iguodala and Harrison and Sean who move to the forward spot. We have Brandon Rock has had great innings for us this season. With the exception of Draymond playing Steph, we're going to play 40-odd minutes a night. Everyone else is kind of interchangeable. But the minutes can vary. So I think to have the confidence to go to a guy, first to play the first game. So you've got to give coach credit to have confidence to go to him, and you got to give Festus credit for being ready. So we have a lot of guys like that that are ready to play. And I understand that. Look, if I'm having a bad game, and I go to Mo or Festus and they're having a better game than me, I'm cheering for them because we're going to win the game. It's a little bit different than on other teams where you're like, oh, this must fill my minutes. I'm going to get paid less, I'm going to get paid. It's a completely different kind of environment around here, and I think that's what we'll build. Hopefully we can keep together for a long time. Look, I mean, I just was flat. It wasn't moving well. I don't know what it was. It just wasn't having a great game. Fest came in with energy. He was active, and I wasn't as active. The first one to tell you. The first game I was very active, moving around well. Second game, for whatever reason, I just didn't feel like I was in a great flow and had a lot of energy for some reason. He came in and provided that spark for us that we needed. But for me, it's just more about I picked it up in the second half, got some low boards, kept some shots alive for us on the offensive board. But Lillard came down and knocked down 2 big threes on us, and I blame myself for that because I should have been up on the ball screen a bit higher. And Fest came in and did a great job there. Yeah, definitely. It always helps to get. It's kind of a weird break after the playoff series, but I think it's good for both teams. Probably better for us. We're a little bit older than them. But yeah, you take any day to get off this one.
With the change in location going up there, how different do you expect it to be once you guys step into that visiting arena?
Very different. We know they have some of the best fans in all of the NBA. Playoff series there. We've got a couple of guys, Barbosa has played there in Phoenix and said it's absolutely crazy. So it's going to be a hostile environment. They're a very proud city, very proud team, very well coached. So we've got to come in there with the right mindset. We've been there before, but it'll definitely be a different atmosphere than Houston was.
Harrison Barnes yet about his dunk and his stare down at Davis yet?
No, not really. It's kind of rare to have Harrison Barnes showing emotion, so we don't want to give him too much crap about it because it might disappear for another 3 years.
Do you think he should show more emotion?
I mean, each to their own. I don't think it's a huge deal, but when we see him show some emotion, we definitely appreciate it. I don't think people. Some people will say, look, a guy that doesn't show emotion doesn't care. Some people will say, oh, he's too emotional, you can't win. So I think it's more whatever works for you, whatever got you to this point, keep going. Much different. This is just a short-term thing. I don't think it's going to hold him out for much longer. But I think the important thing is once he's back on the court, I don't think it's going to affect him with his ankle. I went through a similar thing. It's like you come back and it's still not 100%, but it's as good as it's going to get for that time. And all of a sudden you get a little roll or a tweak, and then it sets you back another 3 weeks and just becomes frustration upon frustration. I don't think this is the case with it really does.
Do you ever get used to the inner fight that comes into play when you be healthy? That's something you get accustomed to after a while.
It's tough. That's what makes this league, makes being a professional athlete so hard. Everyone looks at the money and all that kind of stuff. But the dark side of it is, pain pills and trying to rehab things. And sometimes they just don't respond. I've been through that. It's frustrating, but that's kind of what you see when the lights are on in the arena and the fun shooting drills are doing now isn't necessarily all the time we're doing nothing. So you got to be professional with it. It gets very mentally tough at times, but at the end of the day, it's still a great job, and we want to try and keep the best foot forward.
Great. Thank you. Appreciate that.
A little bit. I mean, his frustration obviously was very similar to mine. He got over here the next season, and I was still lingering after my surgery. So, there's not much you can say. Hey, come on, man, keep your head up. And at the end of the day, that's all you can really say to a guy like the guy that's gone through injury. At times, you just, it doesn't feel good, and you feel like you're letting the team down, and that's when that mental battle starts.
Great. Thank you.